Good morning or afternoon, depending on what time you are listening to this podcast, and welcome to yet another episode of Do Geese Have Udders, the show where we ask the unanswered and answer the unasked, looking at news and online stuff too. I'm Michael Gooch, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend Matthew Thompson. You right, Matt?
Been here a while.
Good. Then let's start the show.
Should I start my second holiday? Get these out of the way.
Well, we might have to wait on them now because they're not all going to fit in one episode, and I can't have two just random episodes of you going, so my other holiday.
Why not? That's how we work. So, audience, hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well. About to start my second holiday story. Hopefully you checked out the last two. Whenever Michael threw them together. Thank you for editing this.
You're welcome, Matt.
I completely forgot you were here. I'm joking. But it was a Cub summer camp, which I ran with two other leaders and a bunch of other helpers. My girlfriend was there. I'd say the highlight was building a water slide for them, like slip and slide. Only had one concussion, so it's not too bad.
Only one concussion, isn't bad. No.
Literally told them how to do it, showed them how to do it, literally slid. The guy was like, I'm going to not follow the rules. Smacked the back of his head. You slide on your front, mate.
You smacked the back of his head?
No, I did. I know what to do. I do not want to hit the back of my head anymore.
Child line on the case. Yeah.
Literally gave an inflatable thing that you slide on.
Yep.
He literally I was like, do not stand on your feet as soon as you touch the white top. The top over there, the white one, is used for slip and slides.
Yeah.
In case everyone wants to rent it out, say no. And you literally slide on your front. And he was like, I'm going to do it on my feet. So he ran still on his feet, and then his feet went and went and hit his head because you had fairy liquid on it. Then he went A&E, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, what else was a highlight of that one? Putting up patrol tents on my own, that was quite cool. Those big old-fashioned patrol tents.
Oh, yeah, big old, we've definitely mentioned them before, big old clip-art triangular tents. Yeah.
Got them all up again, that was quite a nice little thing. Building a massive fire shelter with Charlie, that was quite a nice experience. Yeah, he appeared. He's an old friend from back in the day, that was quite nice. My girlfriend was there, that was nice. We all worked together, basically, as a team. It was a nice little feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great success. Great success.
To quote Borat, yeah.
But not really a highlight, but I then had youth club straight after Cup Camp.
Yeah, so I'm sure, again, we've mentioned this before, that Matt works runs a youth club. I sometimes come and help.
And I'm very grateful you did. But then we were so tired, I couldn't tidy this room in time, because we had to grab and go to that. And I was knackered. Absolutely knackered. But we had a lovely end of the term. Youth club, barbecue, sausages. One of the helpers main helpers went out and grabbed a bunch of really expensive meat, and they loved it. It was really good. And that was my second holiday, I'd say. And then it ended after that, wife went home and just crashed straight away. But yeah, that's my second holiday, Cub summer camp.
Wow. And so then have you got one holiday left?
Yes.
What's your one other holiday then, Matt?
My one other holiday was with my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And it was very lit. We went on the canal boats. So she goes like a week before. Well, she goes for a week with her dad. And
to have a nice quiet week before you turn up.
Basically. And then me and her mum went together. So we went in her car and she drove me up.
Yep.
Which was funny. Driving with your girlfriend's mum for like 5 hours.
Do you just sit in silence or what?
No.
You know her quite well.
So you know how she does youth club with me. You know how, what do I do in cars when we go for a long journey?
Sleep.
I sleep. I instantly fall asleep and I sleep the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
But she was tired as well, and I was like, well, I don't want to fall asleep because it'll be a bit out. So I can actually stay awake if I chat to someone or do something like that. But as soon as someone
keep you talking.
Yeah. Keep mute singing. As soon as someone goes, you can sleep, Matt. I'm like, okay. Cool. Literally done that at work. They go, Matt, you can sleep, you know. I'm like, oh no, it's fine. I got permission to sleep. And instantly just fall back in my chair. But that was a fun journey all the way up.
You'd be a hypnotist's dream.
Oh yeah, man. I'll be out like that. Out like a light. Look at the watch.
And he's already gone. He is already gone.
He didn't even look at the watch. Just imagine you're in a car on the motorway. I think it's the vibration that gets me, you know.
I mean, on that note, you know those like baby rocker things, because babies go to sleep in cars or whatever, and that's meant to somewhat simulate that. Yeah. Is your bed just that? Is your bed just one giant like baby rocker
No.
to simulate you getting in a car.
It's a very comfy bed. It's not a baby rocker. But I will say, after you've done like kayaking or boating, you can feel.
Yeah,
like,
when
the
you sit down, you
ocean.
can still feel your body like moving.
Yeah, it's what happens.
Mm.
But yeah, canal boating, very cool.
Yep.
Going up and
Have
down
you
the
done it
canals.
before, canal boating?
No.
No.
I did it when I was younger. Apparently, there was
I've done it a few times with a family.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Mm.
I remember there was an old program like child show I used to watch called Rosie and Jim. If anyone knows that.
I do know that because we think the same thing when we go canal boating. I think a couple of times we spotted or someone's got two ragdolls like in their window.
So when I was younger, my dad told me this. When I was younger, we wanted to go up the canal.
Mm-hmm.
So we asked the boat, "Can we go up? We'll help you with the locks." So we went up, did I think 4 locks or 5 locks. He told me,
Mm-hmm.
but then we realised we had to go back down. So we asked another elderly couple, "Can we go on your canal boat back down? Again, we'll help you with the locks." And when we went on, my dad said, "Do you want to look around and see?" And he noticed Rosie and Jim sitting.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the actual canal boat. Rosie and Jim sitting in the corner. You know, the puppets.
Yeah.
And the duck on top. When we went back on top, we saw the duck. I don't remember any of this because I was young. But he swears by it, and yeah, I was on the Rosie and Jim canal boat apparently, which is quite cool.
I might break your dream by saying it might not be the Rosie.
Oh
Jim
yeah, I know.
But I know what you mean. I mean, this generation of kids, like I bet if you spoke to your youth group or I spoke to the scouts, is that none of them will have any idea who Rosie and Jim are, and they'll think we're absolutely nuts. But somewhere deep in any one of like our age group's minds, if we say Rosie and Jim, it would just like start flooding in like that scene in Ratatouille of like flashbacks and.
I'm absolutely terrified of them. They creep me the hell out right now.
They're ragdolls.
They're terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they're terrifying. They scare me.
So what else did you do on this canal boat on this holiday as opposed to your
ice cream, locks,
flashback, voodoo?
Yeah, ice cream,
ragdoll
locks.
trip.
But I'll tell you the highlight.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from and I drove the boat. That was cool. That's not the highlight. Drove the boat. Did metal fishing in the canals.
Oh, magnet fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to do magnet fishing at some point.
Yeah, it was very cool.
But I'm always going to be worried. I'm not going to do it whilst I'm on a canal boat, but I'm always paranoid that I'm going to like chuck it in, it's going to get stuck on something, and then it's stuck there forever.
Nah, it won't. It shouldn't.
Like there's going to be some giant metal safe at the bottom of a
Well, it'll just come off.
foot deep canal.
We got caught on
deeper
some
than a
things.
foot, but,
Some things where like the whole rope just goes doing, and then it pulls and it comes off it.
Did you do that whilst you were on the boat then? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, see, now that's what I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't want to risk somehow getting it stuck on the propeller underneath.
No, I won't do it because of water tension. Where we call it, not tension. Where when you're moving, it will come behind.
Oh, you're doing it as you're going along.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Did a bit of fishing, but the coolest highlight, which I will say now, God, this chair, was going through a tunnel. A long, like 2 miles tunnel.
Now, if this is the one, is this the Oxford one? Is it Oxfordshire one? I can't remember. I've done a few canals, but I know I've probably been in the tunnel that you're thinking of because it's the
a nice long where 2 boats can go in and pass each other.
I think I've probably done that one because I think wherever you guys said that you went, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been there. But there is one somewhere where it is it is huge. It's a long tunnel, but it's only single boats.
Oh no, these were double boats.
And so when you get to the start of one, and the thing is that the tunnel is the height of the canal boat, so you've got to duck down for the whole journey. You got to flick the switch on the light at the front.
Yeah.
And then just as you're starting the tunnel, you got to just like beep the horn for a few seconds because if another boat starts coming the other way, you are both trapped in that tunnel, and it takes forever to get out. I've never been trapped in the tunnel yet. Been close. But never been trapped in a tunnel yet. But how was your big old tunnel?
Lit. Apart from the part where we were sitting at the front, me and my girlfriend, and she just walked in and shut the door while I was at the front and locked it because all the water was dripping down from the top of the thing and I got sodden. But it was fun. It was fun. Would do it again.
So at some point this month, because I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what time this episode is going to be going out. I've been invited to the Edinburgh TV Festival at the end of August, so it could very well be at the moment. I'm up there, or it could have happened a week ago. Could be happening in a week.
Yeah,
we know how time works, and so this was the first proper interview thing I've got through to
Very good. Well done.
in a very long time. So I'm so happy that I've managed to get it. It's only going to be a week thing for me. So I'm going to have to go up to Edinburgh later this month.
Edinburgh.
And this is the first time. Well, actually, to start with, so I had to do a regular online interview with like a group of other people. We had to do some workshops and literally random pitches and stuff for a TV show. Like they just randomly give us a topic, a platform, and like a presenter, a type of thing. We had to create a show from it. We clearly did a good job of our one. I can't remember exactly what it was, but we did a good job. And then I was invited to BBC Studios in London for a 1-minute interview, pretty much.
Nice.
It was in front of everybody else. There were about 50 of us there at the time.
Oh,
and we had to... Am I boring you already?
No, sorry. I'm a bit tired. So in front of everyone, that's quite interesting.
And so we had to take an object with us that we felt represented ourselves and talk about it. Now, a lot of people took like cameras and things like that. I took 2 items because I couldn't decide which one to go for until the very end. I took my black cap that I made that has "It'll be fine" written across it, because I had that made for one of my university projects where I was producing it. And I made sure I had that hat on all the time because I was making sure everything was running smoothly. Going out to people if they're panicking, I'm like, read the hat.
Dead boring.
Hat says it'll be fine.
Thank God you bought 2 items.
I thought that would represent me in a way because I've gone out and created that, and I care about working with people and making sure everyone's got stuff done.
Yeah, what's the second item you got there?
Second item is the one I went for in the end.
Good.
Which was the little D&D miniature of myself I made.
I'm insulted.
Why
was it not the Geese have Udders pin badge?
Honestly, because I didn't think of it. That would have
audience.
actually been another good item.
Can you just like this video right now?
I took the little Dungeons and Dragons miniature of myself, and I said about how D&D properly throws you into the story. It's an ongoing thing. It's a very social thing.
You brought yourself.
That was my mind. As I picked it up, I was like, I need to make this sound like it's not vain enough. What have I brought to represent me? I've brought myself.
Myself.
Yeah.
Should have brought me.
People liked it. People wanted to see it afterwards. That was very nice. We also spoke to a couple of lovely guests we had. One of them had the job of pretty much, it's one of those jobs I would love, of where they read books and things and they're like, this would make a fantastic show, and so then they send it off to loads of people.
Yeah.
Great job. And so now I'm off to the TV festival in Edinburgh. Not for the whole entire thing, like I said, just for a week. And this is the first time...
How long's the whole thing?
The whole thing I think is a bit longer than a week, but like
2 weeks? 3 weeks?
I don't know.
4 weeks?
I don't know off the top of my head.
5 weeks?
But we we were told that we've got to get there for I think 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock.
Oh, that's not too bad.
On a morning. The problem is that because the festival is happening and there's loads of other things going on in Edinburgh as well at the same time. You've got like the Fringe, and I think there's a film festival as well. Is that everywhere is so expensive the night before. I looked at a travel lodge that was nearby, just stay the one night before, so I can just get there nice and early. It's only like a 10-minute walk from there, and they wanted like £250 for the one night, and I was like,
stay in your car.
That's not happening. And so I looked at trains. Trains are quite expensive, but they're all about 6 hours or 5 hours because they're sleeper trains, because they're all night trains. Which I wouldn't have minded. However, in the end, I have opted to go for a plane because it only takes an hour and 10 or so. And I have never booked a plane ticket in my life. I've been on a plane a couple of times when I was very, very young that I cannot remember.
Where did you go?
I can't remember. Spain, I think, with the family. Then I went when we were all in the Scouts and the Explorers, and we went to Poland. But obviously that was all arranged for us. So this is the first time I've gone on a site to try and book a plane ticket. I have never felt hell like this. I don't know why people do it. I found the price, it's about £100 and something, but that's fine.
Expensive.
Then it says, do you want to take an extra bag? And I'm like, not really. Okay, do you want to choose your seat? If you choose this seat, it costs you an extra £7. It's like, I've paid for my ticket. Why am I now having to be charged for now taking a bag and going in this seat? I was like, what is my other? If I don't choose anything, am I just standing now with no bag? And then I had to ring my uncle up, because he does a lot of travelling, and I was like, can you walk me through how to book a plane ticket? And he's like, hey, this button in the corner when you get to this stage? I'm like, yeah. He's like, skip. And I was like, oh, what? He's like, just skip. They'll chuck you on some like any seat that they've got, and then they'll you can just take this little bag or whatever. No, actually, in the end, because now I've got my ticket, I've got a window seat, so
nice.
score. But oh my god, that was absolute chaos. I don't know how people can go flying, and this is only an internal flight. This is only London to Edinburgh.
I mean, just wait till you actually get to this airport.
Yeah, so
You know the aeroplane station.
Well, here's the thing. This is what he said to me. He said, "Now, I guess I knew this anyway, but obviously the time of the flight. My flight is, I think it's 7:05 in the morning or something along those lines, But he says, remember, that time is the time that the plane takes off from the runway.
Yeah.
So you've got to be there like an hour or 2 hours, whatever, beforehand.
2 hours to make it.
And I was like, oh my god! And then I've got to try and. Then again, as I say, I've not been in an airport in a very long time. When I get to Edinburgh, I've then got to find the way out, then find a tram or a bus or an Uber, because I know all three of them are there, to try and get to this location. I am so excited, but oh my god, this is so much hassle. Why do people enjoy travelling like this?
Experiences.
I just want to walk somewhere instead.
Food.
And so, yeah, just
Culture.
I'll be sure to be letting you know, maybe our listeners know as well, what goes down in Edinburgh.
Yeah, you should tell us.
In a few episodes' time.
Take some pictures. Actually, put some pictures on the podcast for once.
Certainly, I put loads of pictures. Sorry, do you even have Twitter?
No.
There we go.
Twitter.
Stop complaining. Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to give that follow or subscribe button a click so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And why not check out our Twitter and Discord too, where we post updates, behind the scenes stuff, and just general other news about the show. Links in the description below. Got any topics or questions you think need a proper answer or have yet to even be asked? Drop it in the comments below or send us a tweet. Until next time.